For many years, live-action superhero productions were considered to be lowbrow and cheesy, with very few garnering any critical acclaim or commercial success. These days, the genre garners more respect, both on the big and small screen. It has finally become relevant and is arguably the most popular genre in Hollywood at the moment. As a result, the casting of superhero characters has become a lot better. The actors cast as superheroes don't always turn out to be suitable, but more often than not, casting directors get it right. And that's what this video is all about. Here are 10 live-action superhero castings that were perfect. Mike Colter as Luke Cage. Netflix Luke Cage is currently one of the best and most critically acclaimed shows on television, and with good reason. And it's thanks in no small part to the man portraying the titular character, Mike Colter. Colter is the perfect Cage as he plays the iconic, no-nonsense Harlem superhero with superhuman strength and unbreakable skin for protection. With his co-star, Alfre Woodward, who plays Councilwoman Maria Dillard in the show, saying Mike Colter is the perfect superhero. He is just big and fabulous. He looks like he's carved out of mahogany. It's hard to argue with that. Melissa Benoist as Supergirl. The most memorable previous live-action portrayal of Supergirl came in 1984, when Helen Slater took on the role in the movie, and the less said about that, the better. Melissa Benoist has helped to exorcise those demons by giving us the definitive version of the character in her titular television series. Benoist is perfect in the role, and a fantastic role model and inspiration to young girls everywhere. She manages to portray the character as smart, feminine, and extremely powerful with effortless ease, and may her great show continue. Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. The most recent big superhero movie to hit theaters is Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch was announced as the star of the movie back in 2014, and not everyone was impressed. But he has proven himself to be the perfect choice to become the MCU's Sorcerer Supreme in the 2016 blockbuster. Cumberbatch offers an otherworldly quality in his appearance alone. Moreover, he possesses the spirituality required of the character, thanks to the spiritual awakening he experienced in his gap year at a Tibetan monastery. He totally nailed the role as Stephen Strange. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Now, we know that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is very different to the comic book version of the character. The rumored casting of Bob Hoskins from the 1980s would have been closer to matching comic book Wolverine's aesthetics. But the fact is, Hollywood got this one right. Jackman has portrayed a fantastic version of the character that is just, well, right for live-action depiction. He's not as short, stocky, gruff, or animalistic as the classic comic book version, but he suits the big screen to a T. He's ruthless but likable, and that's important in a movie. And the fact is that he has portrayed the character in 8 movies in the X-Men franchise to date, and the fact he'll reprise the role for a 9th time next year is a testament to his success. Chris Pratt as Star-Lord. Like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Chris Pratt's Star-Lord really isn't very similar to the Star-Lord in Marvel comic books, but the chance to make him funnier and more charismatic for movie purposes was an inspired one by Marvel Studios. Pratt's Star-Lord was fantastic and hugely likable. He has the potential to become the face of the Marvel Cinematic Universe once Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark leaves the franchise. And the risky move definitely paid off, in spite of the fact that a lot of people were wondering what was going on when the chubby guy from Parks and Recreation was cast as a superhero in 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy movie. We can't wait to see more of him next year. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is Wade Wilson. That fact was evident as far back as 2009 when Reynolds portrayed the pre-transformation version of the character in X-Men Origins, Wolverine. Of course, things went horribly wrong when he was transformed into Weapon 11 and completely butchered by having his mouth sewn shut and given a plethora of random powers. But Fox have since made up for that. When Reynolds was cast in the role of 2016's Deadpool movie, fans around the world rejoiced. As expected, he totally nailed the role with his humor, quips, wit, charisma, and general personality. And it's fantastic news that he'll be reprising the role in a sequel, which will also feature his buddy from the comic books, Cable. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Gorgeous Australian actress Margot Robbie was cast as Gotham City siren Harley Quinn in 2016's Suicide Squad movie, and she couldn't have been more perfect for the role. As well as having the cute but sexy look required for the character, Robbie also has the figure, personality, and the accentuated Brooklyn twang accent down to a T. She was the most mesmerizing thing about the movie, and among a cast that includes the likes of Will Smith and Cara Delevingne, that's no small achievement. Harley Quinn's co-creator Paul Dini said that Robbie nailed it perfectly, which says everything you need to know about her performance as the character. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Israeli actress and model Gal Gadot's initial casting as Wonder Woman in 2016's Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice didn't impress a lot of comic book fans. Some believe that she was too girly and not masculine enough to portray an Amazon, but Gadot made them eat their words. Gadot is a legitimate real-life badass. She served 2 years in the Israeli Defense Force, training in both weapons and combat, making her perfect to play the stunning powerhouse, and she gave a superb performance. She's also beautiful, which is always good in a live-action movie. Gadot will reprise her role in 2017's Wonder Woman solo movie, and it'll be awesome to see her in the DC Extended Universe again. Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. Jennifer Lawrence took over for Rebecca Romijn as Mystique in the X-Men movie franchise back in 2014's X-Men: First Class, and although both actresses have proven themselves to be great in the role, Lawrence was the ideal person to take it forward. Previously, Romijn had portrayed the shape-shifting mutant as a villain, but Fox wanted Mystique to be a hero in the new timeline, so the beautiful, likable, typical girl-next-door Lawrence was perfect. She has proven to be every bit as sexy as Romijn in the role, and every bit as formidable. But she has made her a member of the X-Men rather than a member of Magneto's evil brotherhood. Nobody could have done it better than Lawrence. Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. American actor Chadwick Boseman portrayed Black Panther, aka T'Challa, for the first time in Marvel Comic Universe in 2016's Captain America: Civil War, and he proved himself to be the ideal man for the job as part of Team Iron Man in the movie. Not only is Boseman an exceptionally talented actor who also has the right look for T'Challa, he also pretty much has the accent nailed from previous acting roles. Boseman played a disciplined, regimented member of the Wakandan royal family and a fearsome, menacing warrior and superhero. It's a truly exciting prospect that he'll portray the character in its first solo movie next year. Thanks for watching our video on 10 live-action superhero castings that were perfect. Did you enjoy the video? Which other superhero castings were totally nailed? Leave a comment and let us know. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and check out the rest of our channel. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CBR for cool vids about movies, action heroes, gaming, comics, and more.